page today as a guest designer for March, and I am using the absolutely gorgeous March main kit here in my lovely creation. And yes, as you can see, there is some lovely purple in amongst this kit this month, and I just showed you there I'm using the Craft Misty Mountains collection here, which was what made up the main kit for March. So I'm scrapping a beautiful shot of my stepdaughter with my sister at a christening back in 2016. Who else here is scrapping from like 2 years ago? That would be me. I'm sure I'm not the only one though. But I'm determined to try and get it caught up as quickly as possible. So I'm just rolling with it. So I have gone with this lovely sort of bluey coloured, kind of grey coloured almost background paper as my base paper. And then I'm going to use a couple of other bits of pattern paper from the Misty Mountains collection to create some paper layers. Now, my plan here was to ensure that the photo didn't just drift away into the background with the layers. I've used this white floral paper, which is also part of the collection, to break the photo and the background up a little bit. Now, I don't know if I add another layer or not. I can't remember. We'll see in a minute. But I think I do, yeah. So to make sure, as I said, the photo and that doesn't go disappear into the main background paper, I'm using some lighter colours to just make it pop up off the background a little bit, and also adding here some craft foam just to as well give it a bit of dimension, give it a bit of oomph up off that background paper. Now I've loved this kit. I've been busy scrapping with it. This was my first cut into it, so as per usual, as I've said before, it's a little bit of a challenge cutting into the kits for the first time because there's so much choice and it all coordinates really well. So for someone like me who doesn't always trust my coordination of colours skills in anything in life, it's great that it's already coordinated for me. So then it's just a case of choosing which beautiful piece to use first. So yes. Just as I said, added that craft foam for some dimension, but I've broken the layers up that way as well, just to make sure I wanted my photo to sit out, because both of them are wearing sort of darkish kind of colours. Even though the background of the photo is light, the main focal point is obviously the two girls. I didn't want it all blending away, so it worked quite well, I thought. So that's a sticker sheet, the Craft sticker sheet for the same collection at Misty Mountains. Just having a look to see if there's anything I wanted to pop in the background. I'm also working here off the sketch challenge for this month over at the Kitaholic Kits page. There's like 2 sketches and a mood board, so it's whatever takes your fancy. I went with this one, which is the sketch, which is one of the sketches. I've just flipped it around the other way to match my photo, which is in that, what do you call it, portrait angle, whereas the sketch calls for a landscape one. So you just got to make it work for yourself. So just going through here, you can sort of see it, the ephemera that we got this month. So one is the actual collectibles from Craft, and the other is the beautiful printables created by the lovely Deb on the design team here at Kitaholic Kits, done each month for us. I'm just going to, I think I used the floral, there's a bluey floral piece there, die cut. Yep, I'm going to use it, going for it, as the background to this tag, because it's not a long piece and I didn't need to journal heaps and heaps and heaps. So I just used a little one from the printables, like a little tag piece from the printables to use instead of a big one. So I just added something to the background and sort of make it pop a little bit. I think I actually add some dimension to it as well by adding some craft foam. So just my journaling. This is going in my stepdaughter's scrapbook album. just for this day. So as I've said before, I've got like, what are we now, 4 scrapbook albums I do, family album, and then for the 3 kids. So this one's just a special photo, so it's going particularly in her album, and then in the family album will be all of the photos from this particular day, this particular event, which I'm actually, I think if you stay tuned, I don't know which one will go first, this video or a blog post, but the blog post for this month, one of them I'm doing is actually a Project Life spread using this kit, using this event. So it all ties together, it all works. Right, so these stickers, word stickers, also came in the kit. Just trying to figure out what my title was going to be for this. I had a little trouble trying to think of something sweet, you know, a nice sentiment. So I am going through the little word pieces that come in the ephemera pack, the packs. Some little ampersands there. I was toying with that idea as well, to see if there's something that could go with this stickers. So I think I pick one of these pink stickers, and then I pick a word sticker from the sticker sheet that you can see to my right, just see to my right. So my title is going to be Sweet Moments. My sister's a bit of the cannot talk, the favourite auntie with my kids, particularly my son and my daughter. So, but yes, Auntie Shani's pretty cool. She's my younger sister, so yes, she's always the fun auntie that, you know, fills them up on marshmallows in particular and those sorts of things, and, you know, rolls them up and all those good things that aunties and extended family are meant to do, really. So I just cut this a little bit to make a bit of a fishtail look, banner look to it, just so it didn't look as, I don't know, just stuck and plonked there. I have a thing with word stickers in general. I've discovered that they're too long. For me, I like them to end just after the word, but it seems some of them go on forever and ever. So I'd usually trim them down. I've decided from now on because it drives me bonkers. Alright, so I'm going to use this heart sticker piece. Just making sure I get it. I was actually in the right spot when I decided to cut it anyway, making it an even sort of cut. Change plans, always a good way. I think this day, which I only did this a few days ago actually, I was very much in the zone, in the creative zone. Do you ever find that where you're just in the zone and things are just like bang, 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 and you know, you can just create without thinking too much? That was this layer. I had no plan, I just went with it. I knew I was going to use this photo, that was the only plan I had, and I just went with it. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's a very simple 12 by 12 layout, easy obviously to scrap lift if that's what you want to do. But yeah, it just came to me and I just rolled with it. It was great. So I'm just using this this stamp set that came in the kit as well. This is actually from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio More Than Words collection, which we actually got last month's kit. But this one came this month. So I'm just playing around. I've decided I want to do some embossing just to add a different element to the page. Just as I said, it's a really simple 12 by 12, but I just wanted to add something with a bit of oomph to it. You know, just something a bit eye-catching. So I'm going to use this gorgeous big floral stamp that was in there. You would have seen me just playing with it then. Using some Versamark ink to stamp it down, and I end up using, I only have 3 embossing powders at the moment, this crystally white opaque kind of one. I have a blue one and a pink one, and I was debating whether or not to use the blue, but thought too much blue, so I went with this white one, just because it glimmers, and it's a subtle touch to the page. It wasn't going to be a big boom in your face kind of visually interesting point. Oh my lord, cannot get my words. It's Sunday morning, coffee hasn't quite kicked in, still trying to deal with a slight migraine, and yeah, so my words not always coherent, so I apologise for that. And just shaking it off. I've got this down to a good form right now with embossing, in that I put the A4 bit of paper on it and catch all the extra excess as much as possible. So there it is, all done. I didn't had to go and heat emboss it, so where the powder melts and it makes that beautiful shiny effect. So there you go, you can see it just glimmering in the light there. I'm actually filming in a different spot on this particular day. I was looking after my baby niece, so we were out in the playroom and she was crawling around having fun, and I was set up a big table filming and whatnot. So some of my stuff was still out in my craft area, so like the heat tool and that, so I had to run back and forth. But it worked, I got it done, and she was great, so it was awesome. Got to do what you got to do. So also in the kit we get these lovely little pieces from Corbett Creation. So she does these lovely little acrylic hearts we got, and there's some wood veneer in it as well. Nope, big puppy dog. He's probably barking at a bird. My dog, he's crazy. So just popping them down. I think, are they purpley coloured? I think. So funny, you hear all these conversations, particularly with Adele over at Inky Quill, about purple being the Voldemort of of scrapbooking, and here we are, a collection with a lot of purple in it, and it just works, I think, anyway. I'm a bit partial to purple. It doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, it really works. It's quite lovely. So it worked well. So just adding a word piece from the ephemera die cut pack, and then we got these lovely word stickers, phrase stickers as well. They're from Studio Calico, I think. Adding a little one there. I just thought something was needed underneath that journal piece. I don't know why, it just to me looked not finished. So I just deciding if it needed something else. Now this also came in the collection as well. It's a cut apart sheet. Obviously on the other side is a really beautiful other sort of pattern paper. So cutting into it, I was like, oh God, am I going to want to use this? But I really liked some of the sentiments on the cut apart, so I went with the cut apart. I don't know if I used anything on this one actually, and this is the sticker sheet overall. You can see there's a lot of mix of words and like border pieces and stuff. Was not quite sure towards the end here if this was finished or if it needed more. I was a little bit unsure. So just adding some of these little blings. These little gemstones, they're really pretty. They're a nice lilac-y kind of purple. Just adding some around the page just to add a little touch of sparkle there. And again, I stick with the rule of 3. I'm really onto that rule of 3 actually now. So I only put like 3 of those little bling pieces down. What else am I fumbling through my little tray there? I'm looking for. I must be looking for something else to add to it. I just wasn't sure if it was finished. I think I add something in that top right corner because to me it just didn't look finished. Yeah, I do. I add this little piece here. But as I said, a really simple layout, pretty easy. I just sort of went with it. It just came to me. So scrap lift away if you feel the need. But yeah, so this is one of the sketches for this month's challenge, as I said, on the Kitaholic page. Pop over, check them out, subscribe away. There's 4 kits. I get the main kit, but there's 3 others, an embellishment, a mixed media, and a pocket life kit, or pocket page, sorry, kit. All very lovely, and all pretty good price. So, I've been with them for 2 years now, I think, just about. And just love every kit pretty much that comes out. Steph does a fantastic job of coordinating it all. So yeah, I'm going to have some close-ups towards the end here. We are nearly done. Hit like and subscribe, both to my channel as well as the Kitaholic channel. And I will see you again later in the month with some more shares for you. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching and goodbye.